Hello, mic check. Winston, can you hear me?
Good morning, Shannon. Good morning. Can you hear me?
I sure can.
I was ready to say good afternoon, but we still have 2 more minutes, right?
That's right.
All right. I see Terry coming up.
Hey guys, can you hear me? Testing 1 1 2.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Loud and clear.
Nice, cool. You can hear me. How's everyone?
Hey, Terry, doing well.
Nice.
Man,
I'm
Shannon,
happy
you
there's still a bit of rain here.
always hit me with that your profile picture, man. It's like you're staring at me. Gonna put a hole through my head.
I am staring at you. Everything you do, I see.
I see that. I see that. You're the one who trying to attack my server, huh?
Well, if I admit to it, it's a felony. So
I know, right? Mhm. All right, guys. Let's play some background music, and we'll wait for the thing to fill up a little bit. And if you guys still can hear me, please go out and tweet this place out. Let's get some new people in. We do want everyone in the world to know about Blue Sparrow. So let's get that going. So we'll circle back around in 2 minutes, Shannon. That good?
Sounds good to me.
Awesome. Stand by. All right, guys. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How is everybody doing? Let me see some emojis. Give me some high five. I don't know if you can do high five yet. Still awesome, awesome. I see some heart going. All right, guys. Let's start. Let's get this ball rolling. Shannon, thank you so much for always being the nice guy to host the space for Blue Sparrow. So we appreciate you. So let me introduce myself. My name is Winston. I'm one of the team member for Blue Sparrow, Along with me today is Shannon Bray. We don't need a huge intro to him. We all know who he is. He's a second space hopper, I call it. You can always find him on different spaces. And then our manager for entire operation is Terry. So Shannon, go ahead and introduce and say a few things, and we'll get this going. Then followed by Terry.
Hey guys, my name's Shannon Bray. I now work full time in the blockchain for BlueSparrow. Other than that, I am a active candidate for the U.S. Senate. So I dabble in politics from time to time. One of my biggest things is just trying to be an advocate for the entire crypto space. Even though I'm with BlueSparrow 100%, it's important to represent all of the crypto armies as we look for better regulations moving forward. And with that, I'll turn it over to Terry to her introduction.
Thanks, Shannon. Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Terry. I am the manager overseeing BlueBit and BlueSparrow. So BlueBit is our exchange that we've just recently launched. I'm from the UK, as people always say, they can hear my accent. And I live in Dubai. I've been in crypto about 4 years. And yeah, I wake up every day really happy to work with a project like this. So I'd love to share all the details with you if you're new.
That's awesome. Awesome. Welcome, guys, and welcome everybody who took their time out to be here with us. Basically, I'm going to ask you guys a few questions, get to know you guys as a host a little bit better. So, Shannon, what got you into crypto?
Well, as a technologist for the last 30 years, I've been following the birth of Bitcoin and whatnot. But there was a lot keeping me out of crypto. You always heard about it crashing. You always hear about these other reports. So it really wasn't until it's been about 4 years that I've been building my portfolio. But it's only been about a year that I've been active in the crypto community. Pretty much about this time last year, I started advocating for crypto. The SHIB Army, kind of elevated my presence a little bit. And then, from there, when I found BlueSparrow, I just kind of found a token that was right for me, right? Anytime you can mix technology and improving the world together, like what we're doing in Africa, and even the daily drawings and stuff. I mean, all of that is changing lives, and it's great to be part of a project that's actually life changing, as opposed to just getting someone rich who's gonna bail on the token, later. Everyone who's on this team is highly committed, and to this process, and really trying to make the world better. And you just can't beat that in this industry. In fact, I think we're going to be one of the leaders moving forward as people start to see how charity work can be accomplished. And we're basically a DAO, right? Because we let the community dictate our moves. And we've got a smart community, and we've got a very supportive community. So all of those things are, kind of why I got into crypto. And then also, particularly why I'm with BlueSparrow.
Man, that's awesome. That's awesome. And again, one of the key things that you said, our community, right? It's one of the best community out in the world. Like we cannot ask anything better from our community. So Terry, it's the same question to you. What got you into crypto?
Yeah, for me, initially, the reason I read the white paper for Bitcoin was I was traveling around Asia and I lost my bank card, and trying to get cash to myself from the UK was just so difficult. They wanted every single piece of identification, fees, 10 working days. And when you're sort of stranded in a strange country on your own, I was like, there's got to be a better way. And I looked into it, and I realized as well that everything's gone digital in these last sort of 5-10 years, but super speed this last couple of years. Like when you look at Airbnb and Uber and things like that. And I was like, it's inevitable that currency is going to go digital. And so then that led me on to investment ideas. And then ultimately, it's like what Shannon said, if we can change our own lives and others in the process, then I think that that's a win-win for everyone. So yeah, I'm very proud to be with Blue Sparrow. As we've said, we'll talk about our charity in Africa as well. But yeah, ultimately, it's a dream job, you know, being in crypto and seeing your wallet going up and rising and being part of the future.
That's awesome. If I'm not mistaken, I heard you are an author. You wrote some book the last few years. Is that true?
Oh yes, it was. So I in 2020, when everyone was sort of sitting at home, I decided that after all the research I'd done looking into crypto and altcoins, and everyone asking me, how did you get into it? How can I be a part of it? I thought, I'm going to put everything I wish I had in one small book that's just the no fluff, easy to read, beginner's guide kind of thing.
Awesome.
So yeah, I just kind of wish I had it when I started out, you know, rather than having to siphon through the whole web.
That's truly awesome. So my next question to you, Shannon, how you got introduced to Blue Sparrow?
Well, I got introduced to Blue Sparrow by the Blue Sparrow community. As you know, they're a very hyperactive group, right? And they basically invited, you know, me out. And like many other tokens, you know, people are like, check us out, check us out. I responded, was like, hey, you know what? Have one of the devs call me and we'll talk. And that's what happened. Baby Sparrow reached out to me. At the time, I didn't know who he was, but later found out, you know, he's our CFO, is a huge inspiration to us behind the scenes. And we just started talking, and I was like, look, this is amazing. If we can get this off the ground, this is going to change the world. And then I talked to, you know, everyone across the team, Suzumi. I talked to Terry, you know, and then the team kind of grew, and then started, you know, I've just never been more proud to be with the team that that we have. So, you know, that's really why I'm in Blue Sparrow, and also why I'm staying in Blue Sparrow, because it's a beautiful story. It doesn't matter to me what the chart says, whether we're up or down, because we're continually changing lives, you know, with the communities that we touch. And, you know, when we do get into a bull market, it's going to be an amazing run for us, because we have, you know, so many zeros in our price. We're, you know, at a micro of a penny. And if we just get a little traction, you know, we can have our charity movement throughout, would expand, you know, multiple continents. So that to me is just super exciting.
How about you, Terry?
For me, I think I was just moving in the right circles. Obviously, being in Dubai, I helped to put Kishu on the Burj Khalifa. So that was one thing. And I think with my book as well, and sort of just I was reached out to, and I was like, I had a look into the project, and I was like, this is incredible. And it's what an amazing opportunity to be part of something that's so trustworthy and transparent, because as I'm sure a lot of people here have been in projects, as I have before, they promise the world and deliver absolutely nothing, and you feel really let down and you feel a bit disheartened. And so when you find a project that is absolutely honest, and there's so many things that are transparent, and they've ticked every single box in terms of due diligence, I just think it's a win-win for everyone as well. It's like, I want to be a part of that. I want to put my name to that.
That's awesome. That basically that goes same for me. The reason that I'm asking this question to you guys is because, one, we are in a world that, we are living in a world that have so many projects that comes in and out. And to touch on both of your point, and our team and our community is one of a kind when it comes to how transparent the project is, and also how as a team that we are always involved in our community. That goes a long way. And again, Shannon mentioned Baby Sparrow is when it comes to him, like, I don't think you all should receive, I don't know, like what award or how thankful we can be won't be enough to cover all the things that you do. So as a holder, as a as a team member, as a community member, this is one of those best token that I ever be a part of. And let's talk about Blue Sparrow. Shannon, you want to say a few things about Blue Sparrow?
Blue Sparrow or BlueBit?
Let's talk about Blue Sparrow, and I will have Terry play with the BlueBit.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Blue Sparrow in general, when I was first invited to join the team, I've never done due diligence as much as I did for Blue Sparrow. Like a lot of times I would look at the contract, or I'd look at the chart and I'd kind of look at what mission. But, as an active politician, somebody who's seeking office, it was important to me to associate myself with a project that A, I could believe in, B, that passed all the sniff tests, right? Because it would be extremely damaging to put my name behind a rug pull, right? So it took me a while before I fully committed. And then, once I did, started working with the team, I just knew that it was a great project, right? And you hear a lot of people, they get where, they've been burned by rug pulls. But the nice thing is Blue Sparrow just passed its critical 6-month mark, right? Most rug pulls happen within the first couple of weeks. Typically, they never happen after 6 months that I've ever seen. So it's going to start building some credibility for the token holders, right? People are going to start seeing the name more and more. I'm actually working on some campaign stuff right now that's going to include Blue Sparrow. So hopefully we get, a little bit more into the market, into the US. But yeah, that's why Blue Sparrow. And I just can't think of another project that has in 6 months done so much, right? When you see the pictures, and we'll talk about the charity work and stuff coming up, but when you see the pictures of the construction of the water towers and all of that, you just know you're doing something good, even though, many of us will never actually get to go to Africa and stuff. So, Blue Sparrow has an amazing story, and I'm proud to be associated with it.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man. And again, you point out a lot of great points, and also for those who is here that don't know about Blue Sparrow, I'm going to take 2 minutes to explain what is Blue Sparrow. Blue Sparrow is an ERC20 token. That means we are on Ethereum network. And one of the main difference between our project and any other project is we do we basically is a community driven token, meaning when it comes to us, say that you are holding 250 billion token in a DeFi wallet, you are automatically entered when it comes to a daily, weekly, monthly. So when it comes to daily, it's $250 of ETH sent directly to your wallet. And when it comes to weekly, is 1.5 trillion. There was a time that 1.5 trillion is over 1,500 or about 1,500. And then when it comes to monthly, which is one of those most exciting day of my life every time, because 2.5 trillion, that basically close to $2,500. So just by investing very first time 250 billion Blue Sparrow token in your DeFi wallet, which qualify you for all these good things. And on top of that, we are heavily into charity, and also when it comes to that, we will talk deep into it. Again, you have when it comes to Blue Sparrow, is one of those tokens that not many people know about it now. We just passed over 5,000 holders, but soon everybody wish they were a part of this token at this time. So next question goes to Terry. Let's talk about BlueBit.
Okay, so there's so much to talk about with BlueBit. So anyone that's new here, BlueBit is our newly launched centralized exchange, birthed from BlueSparrow. And we have so many features on there. We've just launched MT5. So for anyone that doesn't know what MT5 is, it's MetaTrader 5. That means that you can trade every single commodity and stock there is on the planet. So you've got all the indices, which is your currencies. You've got all your CFDs from the European market, Asian market, USA market, as well as gold, oil, which is obviously very big at the moment as well. Basically, you can trade everything you can, including cryptocurrency. And I don't know whether I want to just to tell everyone as well that MT5 is currently live. You can go on there, you can make an account. We have, I'll actually just run through how you can trade in all the financial markets. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to your dashboard in BlueBit. That's if you've made an account. Make an account first, go to your dashboard, go to your wallet, go to add currency, and then you're going to go to fiat pay and add USD. And then with that USD, you can then go to a simple exchange and you can basically exchange it very easily, convert it straight to USD. And then that goes straight into your MT5 account. And then it's very easy just to top it up from there. And then that basically gives you access to all of the Forex. If you've done verification level 1 or 2, you have $100,000 withdrawal limit for level 1. And for level 2, it's unlimited. And basically, any of your profit and loss will be shown in your BlueBit account. So everything is all connected. So I think it's one of the most sophisticated, secure systems in the world. All the banks use it. It was hard to achieve because it is. I think it's the most well-known, respected trading platform in the world, and we had to do lots of rigorous tests for it. So it's something that I want to shout from the rooftops to everyone. It might not be everyone's thing, as it's quite a professional trader, but you also have the simple exchange, which is like a DEX. Like when you go to Uniswap, we have essentially the Uniswap within it as well. For anyone new here, to launch an exchange, a centralized exchange like the one that we have, we've had to do a registered company. All the team have been doxed and passports and accounting. Everything has been done. I mean, it's so above board. I can't tell you. There's been a mountain of paperwork. So that's just to make everyone feel more secure with everything as well. So yeah, BlueBit Limited, check it out. Go make an account, have a play around with it. There's a demo account as well if you've never done trading before. I'd always say be careful, add small amounts if you want. But it's fantastic. Go and take a look.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Again, when it comes to our platform, right? How easy is to use the BlueBit, right? So it's like very user friendly, and regardless of what device you guys are using, it's so customizable. That's one of those main thing, right? Shannon, talk to me about your experience on this BlueBit. I know you created an account. Talk to me about it.
Well, we've got a couple things, right? So on BlueBit, a lot of people were asking me, when Android, because we have the Apple slated to come out. It's in security testing now. But you don't actually need those apps for BlueBit. It responds great to the actual browser, and the fact that we built it on top of MetaTrader 5, which is the MT5 system, right? It automatically gives us data encryption both in motion and at rest. We use 128 bit key encryption. A lot of places will have two-factor. Ours is actually a multi-factor. It can extend beyond the two-factor. Our server authentication, we actually, our trading servers actually also have to authenticate with us to make sure they're not being hacked. So we have authentication from the servers and the users to make sure all of our configuration files and everything like that are encrypted. And then we salt all of the credentials so that they can't be brute forced. So if anybody tried to hack that way, trying to find the hash, they wouldn't be successful. Other than that, it's working really well. I used to dabble in day trading before COVID. Right. So I've used a lot of different trading systems. MT5 to me is probably one of the best. And when I found out, that we were actually going to get to partner with them, it was very exciting. The advanced trading concepts that you can do on the platform are outstanding, and it installs on Linux, Mac, Apple, or that is Mac, but Windows as well. So it's a great system, and it's a very secure system. So people should feel safe, just as safe as they would with any of their other platforms. And this is just another also liquidity pool that is just showing the strength of Blue Sparrow, right? Because everywhere where we're traded, we have to have liquidity pools. And the liquidity pool we have for BlueBit is substantial.
That's pretty awesome. From few key things that I took away from both of you when you guys were talking is what is secure, and also when it comes to MT5, I don't think there's anything better than MT5. That's also, I want to give the credits to the to Suzumi team for always having the best available for the holder. So that's amazing. And also when you were saying about you've been a day trader, and your experience on this platform is pretty awesome too, I'm guessing, right?
Oh yeah, it's one of the platforms that I use. So so for me, going into BlueBit was seamless, right? Because I did have a trading background, which is a lot more than just, doing the Robinhood swipe up. Robinhood makes trading simple. Coinbase makes it simple, right? But when you get to like the advanced Coinbase, then you were able to do more advanced trading. With BlueBit, you can exceed everything that you can do with Coinbase Pro. So that's how significant this is.
That's awesome. And also, I personally set up an account, and the KYC process was as long as you do what you need to do, is pretty amazing and pretty fast. So that's one of those.
I got KYC'd so fast, I had to send another email asking if my KYC was legit. That's how fast the team was doing my KYC. So I'm not going to say it's that fast for everyone, but I legitimately questioned how fast it came back.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Again, we do have quite a few people working in the background, and we have a full setup team dedicated to all the tickets that you guys are submitting, and that's pretty awesome. Go ahead, Terry. I know you just raised your hand.
Yeah, I just wanted to let everyone know as well, as we do have many liquidity pools in all of our different CXs, but with BlueBit, we have $20 million sitting there now. So, having sort of 12 liquidity pools plus Uniswap now plus BlueBit, I think it's fair to say that we are, good to launch with everything, to be honest. I mean, having 20 million in liquidity for a CX is we're going places. So I just want to, make sure everyone realizes that, because it's amazing.
That's crazy.
That's a ton of cash.
That's crazy, right? And nothing this team and the founders took a shortcut, like 20 million, and also amount of money that's been spent prior to even having 5,000 holders. So give credit to the team where the amount of money. That's the reason when people ask, when say anything about about rug pull and stuff, and I keep hearing, because we are in the crypto world, so you do hear a lot of project that comes out being rug pull, and then I hear about this project, Blue Sparrow, amount of money, and time that been spent to perfect this BlueBit. I mean, I don't know if there is any project that can say the same. And it's not a swap; it's a full out and a centralized exchange that can do stock and crypto. That's another key thing. Go ahead, Terry.
Yeah, I just wanted to just to let everyone know as well that, when rug pull happens, it's because someone's just made a code or whatever. They've launched it. They have no liquidity. They have no money to push the token up. This is the difference between having funds, which has come from Suzumi, to be able to propel this project to where it's got to as it is. We're not, the ownership's been renounced, so we don't own any tokens. We don't own the contract anymore. It's all in the hands of the community. Launching the BlueBit exchange has cost an eye-wateringly amount of money. So yeah, if we were to try and, I don't know, like people say rug pull, we would be very much out of pocket because we have just put money in. That's it. That's literally it. And, BlueBit exchange is going to be around for years and years and years. We won't start seeing profit for a while because we're hearing more about growing the business. These things take time. With BlueSparrow, we've killed 3 zeros. We've done KYC. We've been tech rate audited. Like I said, the renounced ownership also. We've got locked liquidity. We've ticked every single box in terms of making sure that you're safe and secure, as well as also, you can go on our website, check our roadmap. We've got all the good things done. Oh, and 100 out on token sniffer as well. So there's no red flags whatsoever.
Yeah, if you haven't seen the white paper I drew up on my due diligence of BlueSparrow, let me know and I can repost that out. But I break down all of that and you guys can see how unique the contract is, how to actually interact with the contract. And you can also apply that to other tokens. And to be honest with you, you're not going to find another token that's going to measure up the same way BlueSparrow did. Not even SHIB and some of these other ones. When you look at the tech rate audits and all of that, the scores just aren't as high. So measure all of your tokens that you hold off the same standard. If you haven't seen that document, let me know and we'll get it out.
That's pretty awesome. I mean, again, that's also goes to what the time that the team spent behind the scene to make sure everything that we are coming out with a great project, right? So Terry, let me ask you this, if you may. I know, like, and we have 20 million in sitting in BlueBit overall. How much do you think this project so far put out without even touching anything from marketing or anything like that? If you had to guess.
We'd be in tens of millions. I mean, obviously 20 million liquidity already, a few million to launch the exchange. And then obviously, I would say I wouldn't like to put an amount on how much we've spent on the token yet as well. I know nothing's really been spent that much on the marketing wallet, the charity wallet the same. The money's come from Suzumi's own funds. As we've said before, in terms of marketing, we're waiting for the market to pull back and then we'll start selling from the marketing wallet, because we don't want any of our holders to suffer. We want to make sure we're on a very good upward climb, and that's when we'll start taking small amounts out. And actually, while we're talking about marketing wallet, I'll just run through our tokenomics, if that's okay, because I know I can see a lot of new people here.
Yeah, please go ahead.
So when you buy or transfer or sell BlueSparrow, there's a 5% tax. Now, the largest part of that's 2% is coming straight back to you in tokens every day, which is awesome. Then we burn 1.45%. So that means burning goes to the dead wallet. So essentially, that's deflationary, making the tokens you're holding more valuable. Then there's a 0.5% for charity, 0.5% for marketing, because there's these tokenomics have to be in place to be able to continue the token strength. And then the 0.5%, the last 0.5% actually is a draw system, which is brand new to the market. It's never been done before. It's very, very unique. I'm sure we're going to get a lot of copycats in the future. So what happens is we have a daily draw, a weekly draw, and a monthly draw. I know Winston went through this before. We have 7 daily winners, and each draw that we have is slightly bigger. So the daily is minimum $250, the weekly slightly more, and the monthly is obviously bigger again. And this will grow in time as the more transfers, buys and sells actually happen. So that draw money is live. If you go to our white paper, you can click on the link. It will take you straight to our draw wallet, and you can check everything out. We post the links every single day in Telegram to the winners. So yeah, that's our tokenomics, and they're absolutely imperative, I think, to have these figures to make sure that, one, that the holders are benefiting in the largest possible way, and two, there is that small percent that we can make sure that we have funds to continue the growth, because at some point projects run out of money, right? And if there's no marketing, then how are we going to get people to see the project? So yeah, the devs develop this perfect tokenomics, and at the end of the day, I see some projects that are, the devs are taking 7%, 10%. It's eye-watering amount of money. We take 0.05%, and that is purely for development, which I think is just fantastic. So yeah, if you want to take a look at our white paper, you can read those figures more in depth, but definitely have a look, because being inside the draws are amazing.
That's pretty awesome. Again, I do encourage every single person, and also Shannon and I, even I know for sure the main account, we can post our white paper, because that's something you all should look into it. That's kind of leading me to the next question. Unfortunately, Terry, goes to you. Let's talk about charity. What have you done so far?
Well, let everyone know that the white paper's in 5 languages too.
Oh, that's awesome. And more coming, if I'm not mistaken. That's pretty awesome. Like, if you can read a certain language, trust me, we have it in another language that you all can understand. So you'll be a blue angel. That's something that we'll talk in a bit. So Terry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, what was your last question?
The question was, you did mention about the charity, so let's talk about charity.
Yeah, of course, my main passion. Yeah, so we've got a charity in Kenya that I went to a few years ago, and we've sent $20,000 there, 10,000 also to a charity in Iran, and so far we've built a school already in Kenya. A water tower that's providing clean water for over 5,000 people is underway. Lots of trenches being dug right now, the frame's in place. And the children in Africa joined the school the other day. I'm sure if you check on our main page or any of our pages, you'll be able to see all the pictures of all the children. We're looking to maybe bring some solar panels, because they don't have any electricity there, but obviously they have an abundance of sun. So we're maybe trying to get solar panels for the roof. And yeah, it's something that is it's very close to our heart, and that 0.5% going to charity is something that we can continue building on in the future. So if anyone has any ideas for any other charity, please shoot us a DM. In the beginning, before we said about the charity, we did a community vote of what type of charity it should go to, and everyone chose children. So that's where we've sent it. And I can't think of a more deserving cause than children in Africa that don't have the advantages of even having a basic education. So I just think it's fantastic. And again, we should shout it from the rooftops.
That's pretty awesome. Again, we all have a heart for it, and end of the day, all these things basically we ask the community, and the community is the one that picks any charity. So I would say, as a whole community, we do have a passion for kids, right? So how much did we spend so far on these projects?
So in total, we've sent $30,000. This has actually come from Suzumi's fund so far. So imagine what we can do with the rest of our charity wallet as well. I mean, it's astounding, but already 30,000. So the other 10,000, so 20,000 has gone to Africa, with more on the way, and 10,000 has gone to, we have a large Persian community, and we've sent 10,000 to them. They're just doing some building plans for a school as well in a very derelict area as well. So look forward to those updates. Again, it's fantastic they're able to do that. And $30,000 is such a lot of money. It's incredible.
Definitely. And when it comes, sometimes people think 30,000 is such a small amount, maybe compared to US and stuff like that. But that 30,000, 20,000 goes like we literally build a school there. So that goes a long way in these type of areas. So amazing job, Terry. So that leads me to the next question. It goes to Shannon. I know our passion is kids. I know they are doing certain things, and I know you are doing something with this. So let's talk about it.
Yeah. So I'm actually overseeing 2 dev projects right now. One of them is just a continuation of what we're doing in Africa and the Persian Gulf. Basically, we can take artwork, or we're taking artwork from the community. We're targeting children, right, to get their artwork, convert them to NFTs. Throughout the gameplay, they will be compensated for the use of their artwork and the NFTs, providing passive income to third world countries. And then we'll be gamifying our NFT experience here. And I'll be announcing probably what those games are in the next couple weeks. I'm just waiting to see some. I need it a little bit further in its development cycle, and then I'll spill the beans on that. But ideally, basically what we're doing is we're creating a play to earn game that will also benefit young artists in struggling countries around the world. And I am so proud to be its, I mean, who does that? What other crypto token is involved in charity in every step of the way, right? Some of them have evolved and said, oh yeah, you know what? Let's do charity too. That sounds good. But everything that we've done has come off Suzumi's master plan. And, you know, with the leadership of, you know, Baby Sparrow and Terry and our great administrators that we have, with Winston and Max, and I'm forgetting, you know, A4 does a daily draws. Like it's just amazing. Right. I got so excited. I kind of lost track. So what were we talking about again? Well, we're talking about the kids, right? And the NFT stuff. The reason why I love my job. So yeah, we'll be putting out. We'll probably be sharing some of the artwork, and you just have to also assume that you also have to understand where the artwork is coming from and the age of the children. And but yeah, we're going to gamify improving their lives, and I'm super excited.
That's pretty amazing. All right. So not only we went to this area as a charity. Now, not only we basically now just, you know what, we're done. You know, let's move on and to something else. But we're going to make sure that there is something that we always. I mean, when it comes to this NFT, I'm guessing, like, and I know you already mentioned that these kids will reap the benefit out of it, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, we'll during the minting process and stuff, they're going to get compensated, and then if it's also based off of trading NFTs. So as those NFTs trade, because each will have different values. And the value is actually called a beholder value because the values aren't based off the artwork. You're looking for a particular score or a particular type of artwork, not necessarily the beauty of it. That's why it's called the beholder score. So something that was, you know, drawn by a 3-year-old may be more attractive than something that was created by an actual artist because of the beholder score or whatever. So, you know, we're playing with that. There's a lot of cool things that are involved in it. But yeah, it's really designed to, you know, give income to these children that wouldn't have income any other way. Their families have no income.
That's pretty awesome. Passive income. So let's talk about passive income. Terry, what are some other ways when it comes to BlueSparrow, BlueBit, that people can have a passive income?
Yeah, passive income is sort of the ethos with BlueSparrow, sort of rewarding people every day. So that's where our draws come in, as I've spoken about. You've got your daily reflections of 2%, which are quite substantial. And then we've got with BlueBit, you've got the IBB room, which is basically a system that anyone can go on when you make an account, generate a link or a QR code. You can share it with your friends and family or anyone you meet in the street, especially if they're a professional trader. And you'll basically make 20% of any of the profits that they make. So you can be sleeping and making profit from their trades. So I think that's kind of ingenious. Some of these links are only get given to sort of big YouTubers normally, or if you do get an affiliate link, you get a very minimal amount, but 20% is very substantial. So yeah, go and make an account, check it out, generate your link, and then share it. If you're posting YouTube videos on behalf of BlueSparrow or anything, you can share that link below, and you're going to get that 20%, which is brilliant.
Pretty awesome. Most of us know multiple people, and we do talk to multiple people, right? So this is another way that BlueBit is creating that that environment, so people can reap the benefit for being a part of it, right, Terry?
Yeah, exactly. I think everyone, me included, and I have done for many years, wanted to make money while I sleep. This is why I'm in crypto, because otherwise you're selling your hours, for money in a job. Whereas if you can be doing your job and also then be collecting this 20% for just sharing these links around to your friends or family, it's just you watch your account going up in funds. So I think that's just a dream, really, as far as I'm concerned. So I think it's one thing that Suzumi really wanted to bring to BlueBit, was for everyone to have a chance, not just a VIP account or something. It is for everyone, which is really important to know.
That's awesome. And again, one of the other cool thing that I really liked is the who we partnered up with in the last few weeks, David Gokhshtein. And when it comes to him, like this, 20 plus years of experience put into as a brand consultant. So he's not a person who just randomly pick any project to work for. And also, like in this morning, that he asked two different questions, right? So I'm going to ask Shannon one of those questions, and then I will ask Terry you the second question. So one of the questions that he asked to the community was, what does Blue Sparrow mean to you? So Shannon, that question goes to you. What does Blue Sparrow mean to you?
Well, Blue Sparrow to me is a perfect example of how a DAO can be implemented to change the world. And that is one of the things that I'd like to do for the United States government, right? And bring crypto in. So learning experience that I have from Blue Sparrow, and then also being able to help kids across the world. I just can't get a better education than what I'm getting right now.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And the second question is leads you from a lot of people were talking about money and stuff like that. So the second question that he asked this morning was, what is rich? So Terry, what is rich to you?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, I did see David wrote that in the group today. I prefer the word wealth, and wealth to me means a few different things. It means health. It means being able to be with your friends and family. It means freedom. I just think sometimes when you work for an employer and you absolutely hate your job and you have to stick that tie on every morning, that uniform, and go to work, crypto for me, it's about freedom, and that's why I got into crypto in the very beginning. So I think being wealthy and being rich are two separate things, and I think wealth is individual to each person. So for me, it is having a freedom, freedom to do what you want when you want, and to help people. I think that you have to be the person that you wish to see in the world. And I don't want to get too like, world peace and everything like that. But I think crypto is about that. We can essentially change things if we all come together. And I think, especially with Blue Sparrow, It's changing things already. 6 months, it's already created change. And I just want to continue on that mission, really. And I think that's what wealth is to me personally.
Pretty awesome. Talking about David, he is here, so you are more than welcome to come up and speak, David. But great to have you with us. And this morning when he asked that question, it really got me thinking, because I'm one of those person that write out my goals and stuff. So I mean, I wrote a entire I have a small book that I keep on writing, like an every day. It's like I'm basically self-reflecting. So I start looking back, because that's one of those questions, what does Blue Sparrow mean to you, and also what is rich? Everybody have different answers. So to hear that from different community members, it's like a eye-opening. So that's pretty awesome. So I mean, we've been talking for the last 45 minutes. I'm going to be opening the floor for questions, guys. So if you do have any questions, and if you do have anything to add, please come on up and ask for the mic. I will love to bring you in. And please respect the community. This is for Blue Sparrow, so no shilling about other projects. So if you do have any questions about Blue Sparrow, we would love to answer that for you. And I do see quite a few verified accounts, and you are more than welcome to DM us about our project, and we would love to talk to you guys also. If you have any questions, guys, please come on up. And meanwhile, Terry, you want to give your version of the elevator pitch while people come up?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. So Blue Sparrow for me is, if anyone is new here and they're thinking about getting into Blue Sparrow is the token that rewards 7 daily holders every day with a minimum of $250 for only investment of 250 billion tokens. Keep it in your DeFi wallet. And what that means is 1 gas fee, and then 2,555 chances a year to win. I think our highest draw amount was 1 monthly. It was market value that day $2,600 to each winner. It's huge. And what I always say is $250 is, a month's salary for some people, for a lot of countries. So I just think it's such a good investment. And one thing we didn't point out earlier is we actually reward the dailies with Ethereum. So Ethereum is a very fantastic. It's a fantastic asset. So to win $250 worth of Ethereum, that's going to go up over time as well. So yeah. Definitely, I would definitely say for anyone, jump in, have a little look. If you like it, at least purchase 250 billion and just have that sitting in your wallet. It's all automatic as well. You don't have to do anything. There's no, you don't have to claim any airdrops. There's nothing like that. We do everything, and we hold the daily draw in the Telegram chat every single day.
Pretty awesome. And one of the team is mentioning, basically we having the monthly draw coming up soon. So if you're not a Blue Sparrow holder, I strongly advise you to jump on. Again, nothing that we say or mention here is a financial advice, but I will strongly say jump on it. And P-Man, go ahead, man.
Yeah, hi guys, how you doing?
Hey Paiman, how are you doing? Good to hear from you again.
I'm very good. Great space as always. Thank you very much. I've got a couple of questions that have been on my mind. One's about BlueBit, and it's about Blue Sparrow being the native token, right? And what impact does that have then going forward on the burning mechanism and then the speed of burn? Because I remember you mentioned it, but I don't understand the detail necessarily. So that's the first question. Second question is, Terry, before you've mentioned that you haven't spent anything on marketing yet. And I was just wondering what you think, or what's the roadmap for starting marketing activities, and if you can tell us something, what sort of things can we expect?
Great questions, Paiman. So with BlueBit and the burning of Blue Sparrow, so we're going to be using some of the trading fees that are generated from BlueBit to buy back Blue Sparrow from Uniswap and send them to the dead wallet. So essentially speeding up our burn rate. So we have 1.45% burn rate now on every transaction. So we want to just increase that tenfold by any token listings that we have. We want to take a proportion of that. The trading fees that occur within that token listing, we're going to use that to buy back BlueSparrow to burn as well. So I'm really looking forward to that. We want to get BlueSparrow, on BlueBit first before we start listing as many tokens as we can. We're just doing our due diligence on many of them. And then with your second question, remind me of the second question.
Second question was about the marketing roadmap, because you mentioned you haven't spent anything yet.
Yeah, so marketing, I think it's for us. Marketing is one of those things where it has to be the right people at the right time. So we are getting so many influencers and YouTubers messaging us actually almost on a daily basis. But we like we do with projects, we have to do our due diligence on them as well, because if they are a person that just shills a lot of tokens and then they disappear when they go down, like we don't want to be associated with those type of people. So it is kind of, we are treading carefully. We are spending money on ads at the moment. So we're all over Etherscan and Dex Tools, and there's about another 20 sites I've posted in Telegram. So at any point you can, if you refresh the page a couple of times, you'll see a huge BlueSparrow and BlueBit coming soon. Actually, is a new banner's being made. So the ads are quite effective. Whenever we have them running, we see the holders go up in tandem with those banners, which I think is fantastic to see. I've got an account that I can see the campaign running and how many clicks we've had, and it almost works out perfectly that in tandem to the clicks we're getting holders. So BlueSparrow is running at the moment on many of them, and we've selected most countries like China, the US, Europe, that sort of thing. And the next thing, we're just having a BlueBit banner designed as well, so that's going to be going on all those sites. And furthermore, with BlueBit, we are able to advertise in different places that tokens can't advertise in. So, for example, like Instagram ads, Twitter ads, because we are an incorporated company now with BlueBit, we're able to take our advertising to different places. So we do have some, big things on the way with that, just as soon as the market picks up a little bit more.
Yeah, and I want to add to that that we've recently done a lot of press releases too with the announcement of BlueBit. So we are getting the word out. I think the biggest hindrance right now is just the price of Bitcoin and just the market in general.
Yeah, thanks for that. For sure. So timing's everything, isn't it? In this market, and spending money right now is probably not the right thing to do, because the bull has to come back first. So, but thanks for that. Thanks for the answers. Really great.
Always a pleasure talking to you, man. Always a pleasure talking to you. Guys, if anybody else have any questions, please come up and ask for the mic. And we would love to hear from you. Even if you want to come up and say hello to us and the team, please do so. And again, while we wait for people to come up, I will say we are on Telegram, we are on Twitter, we are on Discord, we have YouTube, TikTok, you name it. We are on all platforms. So please do. If you have any questions, please do come up and ask any questions that you have. Terry, go ahead.
Oh yeah, we were just talking to Pyman on the last AMA on Sunday, and he told us that he spent basically 250 billion tokens and spread them among some wallets, and one of them being his 13-year-old daughter. And he said that she went into her wallet one day to realize that she'd won over $1,000 in the I think it was the weekly draw, wasn't it, Pyman? And it made me so happy, because that's awesome. She's 13 and she's already seeing how an investment can go up like that, and I just think that's amazing. She's the future generation, and I'm just so happy that happened. I just think it's thank you for sharing that, Pyman, before.
Well, she's totally sold on BlueSparrow. I say her wallet's won twice. She's won
that was
daily,
right.
and she won one weekly. So she loves BlueSparrow. I'm sure she's spreading the good news around her school too. So then her parents are going to have to buy some for their kids, and so on. So it's a word of mouth going on in Spain right now.
Oh, that's so good. And when you asked her
Yes.
what she wanted to do with it, she said reinvest it, didn't she? Like, what
She
an
said
amazing.
she said split it. Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
she's got she's got 5 wallets.
that's so good.
That's
What a
crazy. That's
challenge.
amazing.
Yes.
The fact is, she's 13 years old. I think her college fund is. I mean, I mentioned that on the last AMA too. So her college is looks good. Shannon, go ahead. Then crypto. I'll give you the chance to speak. Okay.
Yeah, I just want to remind people, if you want to help us with marketing, there's a couple things out there like the Volcana Crypto League. Just by getting involved, you can do that. It's a play to earn activity. You don't have to spend any money. You can do it for free. You can select Blue Sparrow as your team. And then really the goal is to get social media visits and stuff to get higher up in the rankings, in addition to price activity, volume, trading activities, and whatnot. But it's a good, fun way to kind of promote the token, even on bad days, because the chart that we have on there is amazing. That's pretty much one of my home pages. That and BlueBit is what my computer fires up to now. But yeah, if you want to help with marketing, that's a great way. Doesn't cost us anything. And it great exposure for us.
Terry, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, just quickly pipe in. I completely forgot to mention to Pyman and everyone that we also have ongoing marketing with Gokhshtein Media as well. So there's going to be newsletters, emails, lots of posts, another AMA with them. So for the next sort of 8 weeks minimum, you look out for all of our different advertising on Twitter and online. So, they're a fantastic company and we're happy to be collaborating with them. And as well, they do their own due diligence with a project before they go ahead with anything like that. So I'm really looking forward to us really going heavy with that as well.
That's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. And the crypto salesman, go ahead and please be advised. This is Blue Sparrow space. So if you have any questions, please do ask.
Hi
Hey, guys.
there.
I just wanted to find out some of the informations you have as to the listings on BlueBit, to know if you've started accepting projects, what's the criteria of projects, the kind of projects that would be accepted to get listed on BlueBit, and that's about that. If there are fees, you could talk about them as well. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, so we've got an apply for listing form at the bottom of the main homepage on BlueBit. We have been receiving projects, so the dev team and we're checking them out now. For really exceptional projects, we're listing them for free. And for other projects, we have a plan where it'll be 5 Ethereum. 4 Ethereum will go towards buying Blue Sparrow to send to the burn wallet, and 1 Ethereum will be for listing costs. So essentially now we're just going through good projects at the moment. We've had a few meetings with a few of the devs, so I'm excited. And if anyone has any other suggestions of any projects, please send them our way. They can apply for a listing or they can send me a DM and we can move it. I'm definitely on the lookout for some good projects.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Any other questions, guys? We are coming up to that hour. And if you have any questions, please come up and ask. And you have some great people here. So again, thank you, everybody, for coming up and asking those questions. And I know we did a deep dive into our project today. Usually we have like 30 minutes for questions and stuff, but we cut that short. But we have another AMAs coming soon, so please look out for those tweets. So for the next few minutes, if you guys have any questions, please come on up. Anything else you want to add to it, Shannon and Terry?
I can run through we always encourage everyone to buy with DeFi, with Uniswap, but I can run through a few of the exchanges that we're on. We're on Hotbit, Indox, Albank, XT.com, Probit, CoinTiger, CoinsBit India, CoinsBit Global, Asbit, Bitforex, DigiFinex, and BigX. There's a lot there. So we're trying to, we've basically gone to every corner of the globe, and we are looking to get on some tier ones in the near future as well. So essentially with any token, as you grow, you go from tier 3 to tier 2 and then into tier 1. So we're now on the tier 1 exchanges. We've climbed the ranks, and we're in discussions with different exchanges. So watch this space.
Awesome. I have one person coming up. Samal, go ahead. If you have any questions, please do ask. Samal, go ahead. Hi, Samal.
Hi, Samal. How are you?
Okay, most likely having a technical issue. That's pretty awesome. Shannon, you want anything to add?
No, I think I covered everything that I had on my list.
What is actually I know we've actually given away over $500,000 so far on the draws. Winston, have you got a closer figure to me? $500,000 in the draws in 6 months. I think it's got to be now 550,000, something like that now that we've given away in the draws.
Yeah, way more than that. But once we have a right number, I will post it up. That's pretty. I mean, even for a $500,000 is crazy.
I know, right?
That's ridiculous.
It's we are actually developing our version 2 website for BlueSparrow. So I have put a request into the devs to put a counter on there, so each day it will just re-update, so we can keep an eye on the figures, because it goes up so quickly that sometimes a week passes by and we've already, that figure's changed by tens of thousands. So I just think it's a really good thing to keep an eye on, and to be, if you're thinking to jump into BlueSparrow, over $500,000 already, and we're at 5,200 holders. The odds are very, very high to win.
Yeah, so we have our drawing in 2 days. So if you're thinking about it, do it before the 2 days in a DeFi wallet and not an exchange, because the exchanges don't participate in those drawings.
It's awesome. Again, that's when it comes to even 250, that's a life-changing amount when it comes to certain areas. So that's basically amazing investment into people. So that's pretty awesome by Suzumi. I just brought somebody else up, and I always butcher names, so forgive me. Andre.
Hey, Andre.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. How are you?
That's great. I'm quite good. I've just taken my profits on the shorts from the tower dump on the market, and I hope you're all having a great day. And I wanted to say hello to David as well. I'm really glad to see him being here in the CMA as well, as being the consultant for the project. And I just wanted to ask you if you can also do, to take into consideration doing the live draws on YouTube, maybe like live videos with the drawing, like a lottery, because a lot of people engage with this lottery type of mechanisms, and when you do it live on YouTube, there's a much broader market that you can attract. Just like an idea for you guys to do.
It's a good idea, Andre. We are actually we've been discussing this actually, because I also agree with you. I think it'll be fantastic. It'll bring people to YouTube, and also I think when people see it, as not everyone is in Telegram, I think it can be really, really a great advantage to this, definitely, when people see it. So it's a great suggestion, and we're definitely working on it.
Okay, that's great. That's all that I wanted to say. And I think David is going to have some closing thoughts. I have a hunch, but let's see if I'm right. I've timed the market correctly, but let's see if I'm right this time. Shout out to everybody and keep on doing great work. Have a good one, guys, today. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Andre.
Thank you, Andre. And
David
did mention he is in a meeting, but he's sneaking. He's actually listening, so he did hear everything that you said. Crypto Paul, go ahead.
Hey, Terry and guys. I just want to give a quick testimony about the giveaways. You know, I know it's hard for people to believe that a token's giving away $250 in Ethereum to 7 people each day, and of course the weekly and the monthly amounts, but it's true. I'm a testimony. My first day I bought into Blue Sparrow, I won the daily giveaway, which was $250 in Ethereum. And then I went a couple months later. So I've been with the project for over 4 months now, and I've won twice. So, you know, if you haven't won yet, just hang in there, and your time is coming. And if you're listening and you haven't bought into Blue Sparrow yet, I encourage you, just if you have, just buy the minimum, the 250 billion in minimum, and just let it sit in your DeFi wallet. And who knows, one day you might wake up or go to sleep and there's that $250 in Ethereum or even more in your wallet. So I just want to stop by and give a quick testimony, let you know that the giveaways are real, guys. You know, if you're new and you're listening and you haven't, and you're thinking about it, it's real. Thanks, guys.
That's awesome. Yeah, thank you. It's good to hear testimonies from people that have won, especially because, yeah, sometimes you'd hear $500,000 gone out in draws. You would be thinking, is this true? But that's why we really tell people to click on the links and check out the transaction. But it's so great to hear from people that have won, and the messages that we get, you know, the DMs saying thank you so much. It's fantastic. I do try and share those messages. So thank you so much, Paul. It's a really good point.
Terry, since Paul came up, and he's actually one of our Blue Angel, you want to explain about what is Blue Angel is?
Oh, yeah. So I'm running the Blue Angel program, which is for people that are a bit more active in the community. They have affiliate links. I'm looking to get some merchandise for them as well, arranging meetups online and offline, and generally just being, you know, part of the community, but a bit more in depth. So we've selected a few Blue Angels after having a questionnaire, making sure they understand how everything works. And yeah, we're glad to have, I think it's about 15 Blue Angels now. If anyone wants to apply, you can go through BlueBit at the bottom. So yeah, it's a really fantastic thing to bring everyone together to be able to brainstorm of how we can build BlueBit and Blue Sparrow, the Blue brand, together.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So guys, please, if you are interested in to be like a hands-on with our team, please go to bluebit.io, and all the way to the bottom there's a link for Blue Angel program. So submit that, send an email to us, and sure enough, if everything match, and you'll be hearing from the team, especially Terry or other people. So I strongly advise for you to do that. And Terry, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to take this moment as well just to talk about Suzumi's vision. So Suzumi is the founder. He's renounced ownership. His entire goal for this whole project was to make people's situation in life easier and better, to sort of ease those hardships in life. So giving hope every single day to at least 7 people with the winners, and obviously the charity aspect. He's given donations at Christmas time. In times of need, when we've had the market, you know, bleeding, he's gone and, like, you know, burnt thousands and thousands of dollars worth of tokens. So I just think it's just important to remember who is the leader here, and it's a mission to sort of create a vehicle for passive income for every person, which I just think is wonderful, because as I've said before, in crypto you don't always see this. So I think it's definitely time to give credit to him as well. I say him because we say him, but we don't really know.
That's pretty awesome. Again, everything that this person did is truly amazing, and it's not just an overnight thing that the person did. So put a lot of effort, finding the right people, finding the right thing, right project. So it goes without saying that he or she did an amazing job so far. Paul, you have anything to add?
Yeah, I had to pop in and out a couple times, but did anybody mention about Tom and his hard work he's doing on Discord, and how he may not be in some of the other rooms quite as much because he's donating a lot of time to Discord?
Repeat that. You came in broke.
No, I heard him. No, Tom is amazing. Tom is one of our admins behind the scenes. He helped build our Discord up. And I don't even know how much work he's done behind the scenes. But yeah, if you guys don't know Tom, follow him. But I think he's under Tom's Crypto in this room. But yeah, that was the answer to that question, Winston.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome. Again, we take it for granted. To me, like, and here I always call him. He's our geek in the team, so he pretty much know how to do pretty much everything. So he's actually taking his. I mean, his passion is Discord, so he's actually creating a lot of
And YouTube.
And YouTube. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. He can tell you. I wouldn't even know how to post a YouTube link. Or create a video. So, but he's pretty awesome at it. So if you're on Discord, look for Tom's Crypto. So he's pretty amazing. And if you want to learn more into it, you can always ask him questions. So pretty amazing. All right, guys. Pretty much we covered everything. Anything to anything you want to add for the closing, guys?
Well, I just want to thank everybody for their time. I know coming in on a weekday at various times of your day. I guess it's lunchtime for me. I appreciate your time, your focus, and I look forward to working as hard as I can to make this token successful, and then working with you guys just to have a lot of fun as we do it. So I appreciate your time, and I also appreciate you.
Hey, Paul, you want to add anything for the closing for the group?
Just try to stay positive. You know, I know the market is down right now, but Blue Sparrow is going to fly high, guys. Just be patient. Don't look at the market every day. Just look at what the progress the team is making, the progress Suzumi's making, all the efforts they're doing. We got a good team here, and a good token, and that gives to charities, and so give back to community, and we're going to fly high. So just be patient, and we'll get there.
Well said, Terry.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you, Paul. That's a really good point to make. And as I've already spoken a lot about draws and BlueBit and everything, I just will leave everyone with the lasting thought with our draw mechanism. Going forward into the future, we will be looking into the metaverse and giving away land and utilities for the metaverse. So something that we didn't speak about for a while. So yeah, essentially, as long as there's always transactions in Blue Sparrow, there will always be the prizes every single day, whether that's Ethereum, and going forward into the metaverse, as metaverse grows, we'll be growing alongside that as well. So, and then later on in the year, we'll have staking in BlueBit. So yeah, there's tons and tons of things coming, and also a surprise utility for phase 4 of the roadmap, which nobody knows yet. So I'm super excited to start climbing to 10,000 holders and then 15,000 holders, and we can start launching those new utilities. Thank you so much.
That's awesome, guys. Once again, thank you for taking over an hour to spend with us, and it means a lot to us. And again, thank you to all those people that came up with the questions, and also speakers, Shannon, Terry, Crypto Paul, Pieman, you name it, and also all those people that joined this meeting, and also the communities. We just want to say thank you. And if you have any more questions, something that you don't want to come up and ask, you can always reach out to on Twitter, Telegram, Discord. You can DM us. And if I don't have the answer, we'll get you the answer. We know people who know the answer. So once again, I just want to say thank you. And I always leave you with our Blue Sparrow song. So stand by for it. And once again, thank you all. Thank you very much. With the Blue Sparrow, we got the deadly giveaways, some new share. The lucky bird on the side, why would you sell? It's tokenomics introduction to a new world. Yeah, it's a new world. Every day we get better, some more tokens. You ain't gotta spend them, you can always talk. Life is what you make it, let's enjoy the moment. It's a revolution, what you